Would you say that you fear the Lord? I mean, really have this amazing awe of him where every day of your life you're like, whoa, God is here and look at how amazing he is. Let's talk about that right now. Let's go. That's right. Let's go. Let's go. Today, I want to talk about fearing the Lord. And a lot of times, we see that as a negative thing. We acquaint that with fire and brimstone preaching. And there's a place for that, right? I need to hear difficult things from the Lord. But in the scripture, fear is not so much the cowering sort of, he's going to annihilate me at any second type of posture or attitude, if you will. But fear is more I like the word awe. It's this realization, and you live every day in that realization that that God is the most amazing person ever. Created everything, loves me, has all the power, holds all the cards, is there to lead me, to guide me. He is just incredible. When I look in the scripture, that's why reading the scripture is so important, because there's so much in there, page after page, book after book, chapter after chapter, verse after verse, that tells us what he's done, how faithful he's been, how much he has saved us and continues to save us. And so shouldn't that be right at the top of our list when it comes to worship? Every day that we would find ways to take all that in and tell him how much we love him for being that and for doing that for us, for dying on that cross for us, for rising from the dead for us so that we would be saved even from death. Because I'm afraid that our world is peddling and we're buying, right? The world's got ads all over the place for how women should be, how they should see themselves, and it's all external. She needs to look a certain way. She needs to have a certain kind of job and a certain kind of public persona. Men, it's the same. It really is the same. And unfortunately, both sides look at the other ones, right? So wives look at husbands in that way. Very external. What can you do for me? How clever are you? How powerful are you? And the men, how incredibly gorgeous are you and flawless in the way that you look and you serve me in every way. And here's the picture. You ready? Psalm 31 or Psalm 31. We're going to look at verse 30. We read there that, listen, charm is deceitful and beauty is vain. But a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised. Is to be praised. Are we teaching our young girls, our daughters, our high schoolers, middle schoolers, that to just have this awe about who God is, this relationship with him, to know that you're loved by him? Is that the most important thing? Or is it all the other stuff? It's important, right? It's important to have some sort of skill, some way you're going to serve God in the world. But are we even going there? I feel like we're fighting a battle against teaching about being faithful and being a person of character and of virtue and loving God and fearing him. Saying, you know what? And part of fearing God means I'm just going to listen to him out of love. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of that vision that you have, right, as a kid, especially when you're very young, a year old, maybe 2 years old. How did you see your mom? And she was all powerful, man. She could do it all. And you had that awe. I mean, you wanted to please her. You wanted to do things because of how awesome she was. Because you knew that she was delivering, man, and giving you all that you want. And so that's what God does for us. Gives us all that we could ever want or need. He's there for us. We can trust him. We know he loves us and he is with us. And it's within that he's like, okay, what's the best thing you can do is to teach this and encourage this awe of him. This picture of how amazing he is. And let that frame how you look at it. So we're not going to go with being charming. We're not going to, right, this obsession with beauty and all of it. Because all those things fade, all those things change. They say beauty's in the eye of the beholder. What happens if that changes in all the eyes that are looking at you? Are you suddenly worthless? No, not at all. See, that's the problem. I say we go with this eternal, everlasting God who loves us no matter what. And let's love each other that way. Taking our cues from him, getting our power and our ability to do that from him, because we've been forgiven, we've been loved. Jesus died and rose for us. So we're going to live in that victory. We're going to worship him. In your worship time, worship him. And ask God to help you to cultivate this spiritual life, this spiritual maturity, this view of God that is just life-giving. All right, you have a great rest of your, not only your day, but have a great weekend. This is Saturday, I think, probably when you're watching it. So have a great, that will be back in church on Sunday. Another great set of messages for next week. Have a great one, and we'll talk to you then.